What's up, guys? WhirlXbow back here, and today, you know what, as well as I do, we on that dead maintain warrior grind. We're gonna try to hit fucking top 1000 legend. That'd be really fucking sick. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into the first game. Alright guys, I'll see y'all there. Okay. So my guess is this is Combo Priest. Which, again, this matchup we theoretically have a really good matchup against, so I'm not too worried about it. Typically, this one, okay, obviously it depends what you draw, but typically they normally have a lot of cards in their hand, and then Coldlight Oracle plus Brann can often mill a large portion of their hand. Also, if you just hit them with the Finley Grizzled Wizard combo, the turn they play end, when they often just lose the game, just because that deck has like no pressure. Otherwise, he seemed to having a really solid start. That's perfect. Now I don't have to worry about armoring up because I've taken this 1 damage. Just 1 damage in this matchup is also super fucking key. Well, he has an insane start actually. It's one of the best starts I've seen with that deck in recent times. Based on his start, my guess is he's playing Pollock this turn. Polkelt, whatever the fuck, Lore Keeper. Which if he does, we're in a much rougher spot. Okay. He could still have Rosin next turn into Anduin on 8, but I mean now it's less likely. Even Polkelt that turn is not the worst, because it still takes time for him to set up. So he should have actually contemplated not even hitting me. This is fine. I do give him 2 cards here, and I'll give him a heal. But that's fine. I need to draw the cards. Like, that's so much more important to me right now. Because I need to hit Finley, as well as I need to hit other cards. Yeah. In fact, he didn't hit here, which kind of sucks, but I really need to hit more card draw is the big one for me right now. Kind of want to do this into hit. The deck doesn't have many other boards that I can actually get value out of Barov, so this is fine, actually. Because I could have traded into there, but he has to hit here in order to be able to heal something to draw a card, so that's perfectly fine. Also, I mean, I kind of want him to draw more cards. If he could find a way to draw more cards here, I'm perfectly fine with that. Okay, so he's going to heal my guy to draw an extra card. I'm fine with that. Especially if you can't play anything, I could just hit him with the Coldlight Oracle Brann. That's fine. And that goes back into his hand. He's at 9 cards in hand. If he doesn't do anything, I mean, Brann Coldlight Oracle can actually just win me the game as well. So, yeah. I doubt he kills us here. It just doesn't really make sense from his point. Because killing this kills off your Northshire Cleric, where you can theoretically get more value out of it. Okay, that puts you... It's fine. Let's just end there. This is Brann Coldlight Oracle actually fucks him. I possibly mill 1 card here, which really sucks. I mill 1 card here. Fuck. Burning 1 card is so much worse for me. There's 3 cards I can't afford to burn in my deck. That's super unfortunate. I genuinely thought I could get away with it, but I would have had to draw one of the 5 1-drops in my deck. And it also sucks that we didn't burn Anduin. I mean, you could have Anduin in hand, so just don't burn one of the 3 cards we need. Okay, that's fine. That is not one of the cards we need. The ones we couldn't afford to burn was Garrosh, N'Zoth. Alright. It's Garrosh, N'Zoth, Dead Man's Hand, Finley. Okay. And Coldlight Oracle to a certain extent. That's definitely also a possible win con. I need to find Finley super. Like, my goal right now is to just draw as many cards as humanly possible. So it's gonna be like hit, draw 3. I need to play something first. Fuck. Okay, still play a 2-drop after this. But I should have played the 2-drop first. Armorsmith, the Drywhiskers, Sea Skipper. It's so unfortunate. We still have not hit Finley. What did he hit that Shadow Visions off of? Oh, was that discovered off? Yeah, palm reading. Okay, that's fine. My board here is super good. He could Psychic Scream here, but I don't know if it's necessarily the board he wants to Psychic Scream. If not, by the way, I'm planning on killing off my own board this turn, so. The plan is legit to go Risky Skipper, Armorsmith, hit Armorsmith to wipe my board. The reason that's super good here is it plays around Psychic Scream, preventing them from necessarily shuffling all this shit back in my deck, which I don't really want. Gives me a shitload of armor, enough to survive. That's an interesting play on his part. I could play this as well. I mean, I don't have another one in my deck, though. Oh, fuck. That second stream kind of cucked me. Because now I have 0 Death Rattle Blades left for N'Zoth. I really had to kill off my guys there. I should have brawled. I got greedy, wanted to draw cards, but I should have definitely brawled. That's arguably the wrong choice. This is a much better choice in this scenario. Again, all I have to do is hit Finley and Dead Man's End. Oh, I misplayed. I shouldn't have played the other. Playing that other Battle Rage was a huge misplay on my part, which really sucks. Yeah, I'll go figure. That's the card I draw. It's gonna be super hard for the win for this scenario. I mean, I can still draw Acolyte plus Scourgelord Garrosh, which is really solid. It's really important to play Garrosh here. The Whirlwind hero power is actually super broken. We can also hope that Anowin's the last card of his deck, which gives us plenty of time to draw the cards left in our deck. I mean, we have a dead Kazakus right now in hand, but all we have to do is draw Acolyte and it's no longer a dead card. But it is the next card I play. If I don't draw basically Acolyte here, I have to draw something to play here. Okay, I draw Finley. Finley was by far the best draw here. I think he concedes to Finley. Not quite the card I wanted. Okay. He doesn't have spawn, so he doesn't have any amount of insane burst. He still has Kazakus Potion. He still has that, which is problematic. But, I mean, again, once I draw Finley, I win this game. I have 3 and 5 good draws here. Because both Acolyte of Pains are also insane because they draw me so many cards here. He gets the perfect Kazakus Potion as well. Interesting. I can see why people hate playing against this deck, but the Raza Priest. But I think it's one of the best matchups to test your skill. Especially playing another control deck against it. It's definitely one of those decks that tests your skill. Oh, that's what you hit with Shadow Visions. Should have killed off my guy with that last one. If he didn't get off his last spell, he just threw the game. Of course he did. I mean, even Coldlight Oracle here is perfectly fine. There we go. Fucking finally. Pain, speak to me. Okay. The reason I went for this place, this saves me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 health, roughly. I mean, he also has to have a whole bunch of other spells in his deck, which he is running out of. So... yeah, that's the thing. Hopefully I'm not dead here. It'd be very unfortunate if I was dead here. He's running out of spells. He has like Reno, Pollock, Zephyrus. Zephyrus doesn't necessarily get him lethal. It's fine. He keeps 2 minions on the board. And again, he loses as soon as I draw Finley. But I mean... I almost guarantee draw Finley here. I draw 4 cards. Finley's really the last card of my deck. This is the only way I lost the game. This was legitimately the only way I lost this game. I'm so upset. There's exactly one way I lost the game, and it was Finley being the last card in my deck. It's so unfortunate. I misplayed twice, though, throughout this game, so that's kind of my fault. I misplayed on the turn when I had all of my Death Rattle minions on the board, and then I misplayed on the turn where I didn't... where I played that Battle Rage. Like... those were 2 giant misplays. I mean, he could be out of spells, so... Of course, I don't get fucking health. Why would I have gotten health? I need to get health there. I mean, okay, that's... I'm dead if he has one spell left in hand, and I'm pretty sure he does. What spell would he still have in hand? I know 2 cards in his hand, that's it. Yeah, I only know 2. Oh, wait, that's just enough damage. I got super unlucky that game. I see, like this, I don't feel like this is the fault of the Raza Priest. I feel like Raza Priest is a fine deck. Yes, it's very, very powerful. Yes, it's the best deck in the game. But just being slightly luckier, he never won that game. Because if I would have drawn... If Finley wasn't the last card of my deck, right? And I replaced his hero power, he had 2 damage left in his hand. 2 damage that I couldn't have an answer to beforehand. Which I did have an answer. I had an answer for anything else he would play. Which really fucking sucks, right? Like, I mean, sure, it's up to a draw, but I don't think that really changes anything. It was also up to him. He hit Raza. He hit Anduin with 8 cards left in his deck. If it was also the last card of his deck, he also never won that game. But hey. Anyways, with that being said, let's just jump right into the next one. Alright, guys? I'll see y'all there. Ooh. It's the first time I see this portrait. I have to assume it's aggro, I'm pretty sure. And then for that, I keep the Drywhiskers and did Shield Slam. Bulwark is also insane against aggro. Okay. But yeah, getting back to that last game thing. Last game, I think, was basically came down to I misplayed as well as... To be fair, I got fairly unlucky with Finley being the last card in my deck. But I don't want to blame that for the loss. I think if I played that a little bit better, it didn't matter that it was the last card in my deck. When I played that Battle Rage there, I kind of realized instantaneously, like, I'm out of actual card draw until I draw Acolyte. And Acolyte was also super far down in my deck. But, you know, I also misplayed on the same turn when I had all that shit on the board. So I want to chalk that up also to the fact that I fucked up. I don't think it's just the fact, like, oh, that deck is OP or whatever. Because I hate saying that that's the reason I lost the game. Because it's not. In reality, it's definitely not. You always normally make misplays. Sure, there are those games where you don't necessarily hit the shit you want to hit, that you lose. But most of the time, I find you most likely misplayed. I'm not even going to give him a chance to draw more than 1 card with that. Having your opponent draw more than 1 card is a way to lose the game. And I feel like this is also the mirror match. So this game might take actually forever. Oh, no. Okay, now it's a Bomb Warrior. I should have actually Kargath. Kargath was actually slightly better there. I'm willing to take the extra 3 here. But most likely this is hitting here and this is hitting my face. So, I just want to take the damage. I need to take 1 damage. So, I'm trying to figure out a way to get that done. But at the same time, giving him the least amount of value out of his cards. That's actually a really nice portrait. I genuinely like that portrait. Yeah, he has weapons. My guess is it is an aggro deck. If I had to take a wild guess still, like... It is Bomb Warrior, but I feel like it's an aggro version. Yeah. I know I'm purposely slowing down me taking damage by pressing hero power, but I also don't want him to find that something's up. And also, I mean, I figured that eventually a weapon was coming, so. We theoretically beat this deck just because we have more value than them. Again, theoretically. You do have to play very, very well in order to win this matchup. That's super greedy to go right now. Also, I mean, in the late game, if you Deadman's Hand Bulwark, you can theoretically just draw all your bombs with Bulwark, then you take 0 damage. So this could theoretically prevent 20 damage, which is insane. But yeah, theoretically, throughout like Armorsmiths, Risky Skippers, Eternium Rovers, combos like that, we just win this matchup. So, double wrench caliper. That was a really good Fortress Souls on his part. If he drew double wrench caliper, that's normally the Fortress Souls you're looking for. Coldlight Oracle, you say? That's a very interesting draw. How can I draw cards this turn and not overdraw? I want to make him draw cards. So I need to play one card that doesn't draw me a card first, which I think is just this. Yeah, this also wipes his board. And I do need to draw one cost minion again. But I burned 3 cards for him. That's fine. The Battle Rage is a kind of weak burn, but I throw away this here. He might be playing Galakron, so I want to save this. Anchor is also a weak burn. Our burns overall were actually kind of weak. Bloodsworn Mercenary was the only really good one we burnt. That's fine. Okay, I was about to say, are you not killing Brann? Are you purposely trying to throw the game? Okay. I'm gonna go for the second. Yeah, I think I just go for the second guy here. I should have played this first. Fuck. Because now I'm hoping to draw something to wipe the board with. Which I didn't. Okay, that's another really good burn. This could still be Dead Man's Hand with the Brann Coldlight Oracle combo, so it really sucks I didn't burn any Cold Lights. But it's kind of just looking like Bomb Warrior. Yeah, if I had to take a guess, it's just Bomb Warrior. No, he has to be playing Dead Man's Hand. He would not have drawn cards there if not. I'm at way too high of a health for him to continue drawing cards. It's fine, I gotta do this and this. Keep this up. Drop this. In my opinion, he's playing the weaker version. I just need to definitely draw Dead Man's Hand here. That's fine. But he drew the rest of his deck here. Interesting, interesting. Okay. So my guess is he's playing Dead Man's Hand here. Plays Dead Man's Hand, putting Brann, Coldlight Oracles, Brawls back into his deck. And then he Brawls. Or he Brawls first. A friendly meeting with deal 2 damage to enemy heroes. Oh, I mean that's a cool combo. His next 2 hits actually just do no damage, so I mean, this could still be... No, this actually can't even be Brann, Coldlight Oracle, Coldlight Oracle. I figured I'm not what he expected to play against, is my guess. That's a cool combo. The Broomstick plus that. Okay. I don't think he can beat Garrosh here. I mean, he might be able to, but I kind of doubt it. I do need to drop Bulwark soon. Once he plays these 4 cards, I drop Bulwark. Oh, I actually just have a dead Finley in my hand. Well. Okay. That Battle Ridge was actually super risky. Because if I did hit all 5 of these bombs, I did lose the game. But hey, he conceded. That's what counts, right? I forgot to update the win rate last time. We still have time for one more, so I'm going to queue that game up and update the win rate. Alright guys, I will see y'all there. Ooh, another priest. Let's not get cucked by RNG this time, alright guys? Okay, we have the wizard. Just give me Finley. Yeah, all I need right now is actually Finley. And I win this game matchup. See, like, that's the weird thing, right? All you actually do need to hit is this combo, and you win the matchup. And it's funny, I mean, at the moment, I should actually think about reteching in Dirty Rat and cards like that. Just due to how popular this deck is in High Legend, or, I mean, semi-High Legend. So I should really think about teching them in. But I find they're just super, like, Deathlord and Dirty Rat, I just find they're both super weak against every other deck that you could possibly play against. Like, I don't know what I would actually cut to improve my matchup here. Just because my matchup here is not... I don't think it's bad, basically. I mean, sure, if they have an optimal curve, it is bad. Like, that... I want to sub-type out last game because I will get tilted the more I talk about it. But yeah, I just think that if you're relying on other cards on top of Finley and Grizzled Wizard, you're just accepting the fact that you're not lucky enough to draw them. And I don't want to admit that. Because I definitely think, like, it's... Again, this is all you'd actually need to beat the matchup. If they no longer have Anduin's hero power, they can't win. Straight up. They just lose that game. It's a GG go next. So I don't feel like I need to commit other slots in my deck to beat this deck. I mean, sure, in a tournament I would if I knew everybody was bringing Raza Priest, right? Yes, I would commit more slots. But on ladder, the thing is, cards like Dirty Rat, cards like, you know, Deathlord are, like, super bad against aggro, right? So you're playing against Odd Paladin and you fucking pull Baku like I do every single fucking time I play that card, right? You just lose. And then there's no coming back, right? On turn 2, you pull Baku. He has a 7/8 that you can't deal with. Okay, GG. Against Hunter, you can pull, like, Dragon's Bane. You can pull a whole bunch of other shit. So it's just one of those things where it's just, like, super bad in most matchups that I don't want to commit to play it. Interesting. That's super unfortunate. This is going to be a much harder matchup than I thought it would be. Yeah. This is a harder matchup just solely due to the fact that I mulled for Raza Priest and it's not Raza Priest, so this card's dead. And that's a thing. I mean, I can still draw Brawl. Brawl would be an insane draw here. Or I can't. Lord Barov is really solid. It leaves him with a... Season with a 7/7. Yeah, I can beat that, I think. I should be able to beat that. Yeah, let's just go for this. He committed a lot to this board, so... I mean, a 7/7 is much easier to beat than the board he had. I actually think this is definitely a winnable matchup, like 100%. Based off the fact, like, I mean, Kargath Prime kind of solely wins this match. Or, not Kargath Prime, but Dead Man's Hand plus Kargath Prime plus Plague of Death, or Plague of Wrath, just kind of wins this matchup on the spot. We just have to make sure not to just throw it away. Like, this Plague is one of those cards you definitely feel like, I feel like you have to shuffle. That's fine. I use this to just tank for a little bit. Well, there's the Plague. What are we looking for? Also, I mean, Bulwark kind of just says he can't win the game either. There's so many cards in this matchup that just says he can't win. It's definitely a hard matchup. And by the way, this is the deck we are playing next on the channel. Anybody that knows me knows I fucking love Big Priest. So, any opportunity I get to play the deck, I will definitely take it. This is super unfortunate. Right now, I just need to draw the cards. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. If I tell myself everything is fine, everything is fine. That's the life I live. That's a very important hit for him to do. It's interesting. He's only playing 2 minions in his deck. He's only playing Blood and Colossus. That's fine. Brawl is the best top deck in my deck. Well, looks like I have to throw away that. This matchup's so hard to win now. Yeah, I just have to do this. Okay, let's burn another card from him. I mean, I need the card draw, and... Okay, Bulwark is also pretty solid. That's a terrible fuck. That's the worst burn that I could have possibly rolled. But it's very interesting he's only playing 2 minions. I mean, sure, it's 3 after the token, but... I feel like that's super unlucky, the fact that he actually hits this. God, fuck me. The best hit there was by far Risky Skipper. Or Dead Man's Hand. Dead Man's Hand is also super important here. I mean, he has no weapon removal in his deck, so my Bulwark still stays alive with me for a little bit longer, but... What the fuck did that other blood hit? Like... He really thinks I'm playing multiple copies of Coldlight Oracle? Or multiple ways to get more copies of Coldlight Oracle? Okay, interesting. That's super unfortunate. He high rolled the shit out of all of his cards. Fuck, man. Why did... This was the worst card to hit in my deck. Even Kargath Prime removed 8 damage off the board. I can't brawl because I'm still dead. Alright, it's 28 if I brawl. I have to do it and just hope that the fucking 5-2 or 5-5 survives. I mean, it's the highest odds. It's the 5-5 or the 8-8. If the 8-8 survives, I lose the game. That's the worst option. That is so fucking bad. I also need to be able to play this turn. I can't tap as it removes a charge from my Bulwark, which really sucks. But no, there's no way I win from here. Yeah, there's no way I win from here. The Brawl had to go with the 5-2 surviving for me to actually have a chance at winning. Oh no, he does have another mini. He just high-rolled the shit out of this entire game then. That's so unfortunate. Like, actually just high-rolled the absolute fuck out of this game. No, I'm still dead, right? Yeah, I think I'm still dead. Or very close to it, at least. 28. Yeah, I'm dead. It's so unfortunate Dead Man's Hand, the second one, was also in the last 4. I can't get a good draw against Priest. I actually just can't. That just really, really fucking sucks. That's another matchup where I think we're very, very favored. You just have to get a, like, you don't even need to get a semi-good draw. You just need to have him not high roll like a motherfucker. If he hit Colossus there instead of Blood, he lost the game. And it's not even close. Like, he would have 100% lost that game. But he hit Blood, and then he just had all of the reanimation spells in his hand. Which really fucking sucks, but what can you do about it? I can't do anything about it, so I just accept it. That's fine. Did I complete a quest here? Not quite. I'm almost there. Anyways, with all that being said, and this terrible games that I can't beat Priest, apparently, yeah, I still think we're favored in that matchup. In both of them. This deck is the best late game deck. We just have to get, you know, not be super, super, super fucking unlucky. But anyways, with all that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Rep the gang, and I'll see you guys in the next one where hopefully we'll get dubs and we won't just lose to Priest every fucking game. Alright guys, I'll see y'all there. Peace.